Oh, Lord, y'all jumping in. What's up, Sean, David, Marco, fellers? We're just going to do a piddling tonight. I'm going to work on the 100 slip, Jason Beecher's pancake. Going to finish up getting Chris's pancake done. And time to move on some projects. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Mine was all right. Sat in the tire shop with the boss's car or her county vehicle for 3 hours getting tires put on. Or tires, God bless, I can't talk. Oil change and then like the maintenance and stuff. So, hell, then it was lunch and then that was it. All right. That one can sit and dry. What's everybody up to? Was yours busy, David? Man, I hope that place stays busy, man. That's pretty nice up there. Like to see that place do good, you know what I mean? I said we're just gonna piddle out here tonight. I don't know how many people. I know we're earlier than early, seems like, but I almost jumped over on TikTok. I ain't done nothing over on TikTok in a while, but it's like, you know what? Probably need to just stay on my YouTube. So that's what we're gonna do. Made some what I feel like are pretty good trades today. Got a knife coming home that I had traded away kind of at the infancy of the channel. It's an amber bone, little trapper lock. Made a little deal on that. I had it. I had it even before I started the channel, and then traded it for a 75 because I got hot and heavy on 75s at one point. And the 75 that I traded it for, I don't even have that anymore. Y'all know how it goes. And so I tracked it down. The guy that I traded it to traded it away, but the guy that he traded it to still had it, and he was perfectly happy with getting out of it. So I got it coming home, and it'll go in the amber bone collection. So pawn shop shopping. Did you have any luck, John? Do I want to do green? If I do green, I want to do green dye. I think I'll do green dye. That's what we need to dry anyways. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that. I hadn't had much chance on YouTube today. Barely got my short in for the day, so I need to be less messy. God dang. All right, we'll let that dry. It'll get a second coat because that green is thin. Yeah, I heard that. What's up, Jim? Yeah, I like finding them cheap deals too. I can't talk. God bless. Let's do this dark. Forgot to dye the back piece. Now, you gotta get the best deals you can, that's for sure. That's what I always try to do. Doesn't always work, but that's at least what I try to do. So I totally understand that. Ooh, spicy tonight. Oh, the tariff, everybody's trying to get in and get their stuff before the tariffs hit. So everything's made in damn China. I know I wonder about some of my equipment that I use, like the radios and all the camera stuff, how hard it's going to be to get stuff now, but it won't be hard to get it, but it's paying how much extra is it going to cost, you know? I might have to do that one day if I ever find time. I don't hardly have time to hit them up around here. Let's see here. Burnish. That's actually turning out really good. That second coat will dry, and then I got to seal it and then antique it. Then we can start finishing on that. Hopefully, I'm hoping next Friday. What's up, Wilson? I'm hoping next Friday, if everything goes right, I'm gonna have the 100 slip done this weekend. And I'm hoping Monday I can start posting it. I'm going to go ahead and schedule a live for next Friday to auction that off. So y'all can start getting your monies together. A Swiss champ. Yeah, those Swiss champs are nice. I may have a Swiss champ. I'll have to look. I've got a lot of Swiss Army knives that I don't even show. I used to be big into doing custom Swiss Army knives, custom builds on them, and tear them apart and use parts from one and another. And that was always a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing the Swiss Army knives. But then it got like there was so many people doing it that you couldn't hardly. I was doing it as a little business, so it got hard to make any money at it. So I just quit doing it. Wasn't no big deal. I didn't have anything tied up in it. Used all the tools that I used for everything else, so wasn't no big deal. But I've got some Swiss Army knife projects. 2 GECs. You in that money club now, Wilson. Too rich for me, brother. Not for a knife. What was I saying? I've got some Swiss Army knife projects I'm trying to gather parts for. Really, it's just one. I'm going to do a Swiss Army knife muskrat out of either two 90 millimeters or two 84s. And just do 2 main blades, and then do either some custom covers. I'll have some custom covers done, or I will get some Ultim scales, Ultim covers. So I had a bunch of the Ultim one. I did a bunch of Ultim stuff back, God, 5 or 6 years ago at this point. So what's up, George? Brother George? 32 and a 39. Man. You got a little money in those. I've only had 2. I had a whip and a Cody Scout, and they're nice. They're just not my cup of tea. Not when I can be just as happy. And this is just my thoughts on them. With plus scales. John, I think that may be what I have. I'll need to go look. I've got plus scales on something. I just don't know if it's a Swiss champ or not. It's got the ink pen and all that in it. But I've had 2 GECs. I had the whip, which is like that little half Congress looking thing. And then I had a Cody Scout. And the Cody Scout was basically come in one day and I turned around and shipped it back out the next day on a trade. And they're nice. I'm not knocking them for being not nice, but I can do a lot more with my money than buy just one knife. I can buy lots of knives with that kind of money. So, but man, it's awesome you got some. What'd you guys do if you gifted some things to someone, but they give them away to someone else as a gift, so this person thinks? Sean, that is a good question. I have been given a few things. Not necessarily. I don't know if I've given any of the knives away that I've been given. Like, you gave me a knife, or you gave me a bunch of knives, but the girls confiscated some of them. But that yellow Schrade that I got from you, and then Big Jim sent me a Barlow, a Schrade Barlow, salty, which I could care less. It was a gift. At that point, it is not, it is the thought, and I could care less what it is. So those will never leave my collection. Now, I have been gifted things, like I have been gifted some antler, and I've been gifted some like some handle material and stuff like that. And when I've given them to people, I said, hey, these came from so and so. They were gifted to me, so I'm gifting them to you. Like George Bramblett sent me a bunch of deer antler beads that he had cut. And I have, since I've gotten those, I have sent out, I don't know, a couple to some good friends. But I told them, hey, my buddy George, my brother George, gave these to me, and I'm giving you some. So if you mention them, they did not come from me, they came from George Bramblett. So that's how I would approach that. If I gift somebody something, and I've told people this, if I send them, like on a trade, I send them some extra, just to be nice, some extra knives. And and I don't say anything, I am totally okay with them doing whatever they wish with them, giving them away, trading them away. It's theirs at that point. Now, if I gift somebody a knife that means something for me to give to them, I'm going to let them know, hey, this is a gift to you for you to keep, and kind of specified, I guess. Not saying that you didn't, I'm not saying, it's just my thoughts on it. Ultimately, Sean, once somebody gets something like that, it's kind of up to them with what they do. Me, on the other hand, if somebody gives me something, goes out of their way to give me something, I don't care what it is, it's here. Now, George sent me those beads, and I told him I would distribute them. I'm gonna keep some for myself, obviously, but I was gonna give some away, and I think he even told me it's okay, just distribute them, give some away, use some for my knife projects, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. I honestly, it probably wouldn't do any good to say anything. I don't, without naming names, I couldn't tell you how they would react if you came to them about it, but I would just let it ride, brother. It is what it is, you know. But I know, somebody gives me something, goes out of their way to give me something, especially a knife, I'm usually going to keep it, you know. Those are, and I'll tell guys like, hey, this is a forever knife. This will stay in my oh, George, I get it, man. I totally get it. Totally get it. What's up, Trevor? I don't know. It's kind of slippery slope, man. Um, Brother, I don't know. I wish I had an answer for that one. You can't help the way you feel about it. That's human nature. I don't know, dude. I get it though, because I've done it. I've given people stuff and then they've turned around and just gave it away. But it's like, well, I gave it to them. It's a gift. I can't really tell them what to do with it. Man, I don't know, dude. Yeah, David. Yeah, everybody's got a good point. George has a good point. David's got a good point. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there you go, George. You got, ultimately, brother, you have to protect your your feelings and your mindfulness, I like to call it. You know, if it hurts your feelings and, you know, just, you don't want to deal with them no more, don't deal with them no more. You know, it is what it is, man. You do not have a lack of people that like you. There are plenty of guys in the community and around that would love and appreciate your friendship. I'm not even talking about you giving anybody anything. I'm just talking about just your friendship. You know, I like it when you're in my chat or you've commented on my videos. I could care less if anybody gave me anything. Just having support, people, you know, to talk to. Got lots of guys I talk to a lot. You know, that's what means the most to me. That's just me though. So, you know, I don't know. I hope that makes sense, Sean. I really do. I tend to ramble and go on and on and on about a subject sometimes, but I hope that helps. If it didn't, message me later after the live. We can chit chat about it. I don't care. I ain't doing nothing important tonight. Well, I gotta watch a video, but I can listen to it. It turned out burnished up pretty nice. Oh, Sean, that's all good, brother. All good. I watch a lot of stuff from my TV too. A lot of videos. I don't, and I watch a lot. I watch a lot at home, and there's a lot that I don't comment on or whatever because I'm watching it from the TV. Now, granted, you know, I can go on my phone and do all that, but sometimes you're just sitting there just chilling. You kind of forget, honestly. James Alton, Sebby dog in the house. Yeah, James, that's a good point too, brother. You said it. You said it, sir. I don't care what y'all say about James. He's a pretty smart guy. Pretty smart feller. Let that dry some more. Jason's let dry some more. That one's drying. Let us get the stitching stuff cut. Yeah, I know. Sean, and that's kind of the stinky part about that, but sometimes you just can't help it, man. Can you? I'll have to go look. I don't know. Can you go in and look and see who's liked your videos? Like, I don't remember. Yeah, George. There you go, man. There you go. And the thing about being gifted something, especially if it's somebody you don't necessarily know, you don't know what their situation is. Somebody could send you something that maybe took them a month to save up to get. Or, you know, it may not be expensive to you, but, you know, not everybody has the same budgets. And that's something to keep in mind too, that you might not think it's expensive, but it may have took that person, you know, a couple of months to save up to purchase something like that. You know, or if a fella's on a fixed income or girl is on a fixed income or on disability or retired, you know, they just don't have the income to go throwing around to uh to get whatever. They just wanted it to be a good gesture and send you something. And that's something you got to keep in mind too. You know, because there's a lot of people that look down on knives because of where they're made from. I am not one of those. I have Rosecraft, and I have Rough Riders, and I have Chinese made trades that were gifted to me by some very important people. You know, Big Jim gifted me a Chinese made Barlow. I absolutely love it. Will never leave my collection. The only way it would leave my collection is if it went back to him after it's been worked on. And Jim, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I digress. Um, I don't know. I think people take for granted gifts, whether it just wasn't taught or, you know, I didn't grow up with a whole lot as a kid. Like for a lot of years, me and my brother shared Christmas gifts because that's all there was. It was just a box of Legos, or it was just, you know, 4 or 5 Hot Wheels. That's all mom could do, you know, and we were perfectly fine with it. And I don't know. I think people that grew up like that have a lot more appreciation for things given to them. Um, yeah, or they weren't, or you know, even if you didn't grow up like that, but your parents taught you to be, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Not respectful, but gracious about gifts because you don't know. You know, it may be something easy for you to purchase, but it may not be something easy for everybody to purchase. And I think about that a lot. Um, and what that means and what that looks like as well. Uh, Man, I wish I had some green thread. Green thread would look really cool on this, but I do not. I might do brown. Well, brown's not going to show up because of the black. Turquoise might show up a little bit. I don't know. But George, I totally get what you're saying. 100% I get what you're saying. Or white. White would look good. White would look good. I'm going to do white. White, white, white. I'm on disability for mental and physical reasons. I'm not sure if anyone knows, but I grew up in a boys' home, Green Tree Boys' Home in Brockton, Massachusetts from 81 to 87. See, Sean, I knew, I think another friend of mine and a friend of yours told me about that, or told me that you know, you were on disability and stuff. And so when that big old box of stuff showed up here at my house, um, no, Sean, do not feel like an idiot complaining. You won't be made felt like an idiot around here. This is an open forum for us to talk, brother. Um, and if you are made felt like an idiot on my channel, you let me know and it'll get took care of. Either me, Jason Beecher's here, one of my moderators, somebody's gonna take care of it. No, sir. You want to talk, brother? You talk. That's all there is to it. Yeah, we love you, brother. Don't let me find out somebody's made somebody feel bad on my channel. By God, that'll be the end of that. The end of it. Uh-oh.
Who's made somebody feel bad on your channel?
No, nobody has. Sean was saying that he felt like an idiot complaining. And I said, no, sir. Not on my channel. Ain't nobody, that ain't going to happen. You got something to talk about, we're going to talk about it.
Oh.
Nobody's going to, and if somebody does make you feel bad about something, you let me know and it'll get took care of. I'll sick Alicia on them. Look, I'll sick Alicia on them. See? She's watching. Watching. Here comes the boss. God dang. She is as defensive of y'all as I am. Let me tell you. She's still working, so she's got about another hour. I just wanted to come out here and get some work done, chit chat, and hang out with my peoples. And then when she's done with work, we're gonna eat, and then we are trying to wrap up I don't know what you would call it. It's like a pre-marriage counseling something. And it is the biggest waste of time thing on the internet to do. It's something that the state has, and you can get a discount on your marriage license. And we're a pretty tight budget around here. I have been blessed with really good trades, and I've been able to trade leather for some of the really nice knives that I have. But if it wasn't for that, brother, I would have 9 knives. So oh, Sean, you're fine, brother. I get the same way. Y'all seen me cry and boo-hoo on this channel more than once. So you're in good company today, sir. Don't you worry about that. Like I said, somebody makes you feel bad on my channel, brother, you let me know. That'll be a lifetime ban. And I'll give Alicia their address, and she'll go take care of them. Bet that. Yeah, we ain't gonna let nothing happen to you, Sean. Any of y'all. Y'all are all good fellas. Good fellas. Jason, I don't know if you saw, I'm gonna do your initials in green for your tractor, so well, something. Hey, we love you, Sean. It is all good. You're safe here, brother. You talking, and if you need to complain, you need to cry, by God, we're here. We can work through it. Lord knows I've done enough of it. Don't you say anything, Jason Beecher. Jason gonna come in with a smart comment. Yeah, it is a knife community, or a knife family, not a knife community. At least I try to keep it that way around here. May not be that elsewhere, but around here, that's what I strive to do. And Sean, you have my number, brother. You reach out anytime. Anytime. May not always be able to talk on the phone, but by God, I can message you. Let's see here. Will it make the turn? No. So worked on some trades today. Got some trades secured. Me and old Mario from MIPD 1980 EDC we finally hooked up on a trade that part of it we've been talking about for a while. I had a birth year knife that I'd been holding for a while. Then I'd offered a knife in our group yesterday or the day before, and he was interested in it. And in trade on that, he offered me a birth year knife for me that's my year. And funny enough, he's an 80 and I'm an 81. So uh, out of the two, it's really two separate trades. We're just doing them at the same time. We're both getting birth year knives out of it, which I think is super awesome. Let's see here, Trevor. Knife budget is tighter than I'd want to since I bought that cow. Yeah, Trevor, I bet, man. Mine's if it wasn't for trading, I wouldn't. I've lucked out on some good finds on eBay here and there, but for the most part, I have traded and traded and traded. I have turned that paper clip into a Ferrari almost. Like I said, I've been blessed with some really good trades from some really good people to put me in some really nice knives. And I've tried to do the same as well with some of my trades. I just think it, if somebody blesses you with something, you should just kick that down the road and what's it called? Well, pass the buck, but somebody does something nice for you, you do something nice for them, and do something nice for somebody else in return. Pay it forward. I definitely believe in paying it forward. Pay it forward. Yeah, Marco, there you go. Especially with these trades, because these knives ain't cheap, man. If I've got something, especially if it's a birth year, I'm going to make that trade happen. I may be on the bottom side of it, but I'm going to make that trade happen. I do not care. Sometimes these birth year knives are pricey, hard to find. Even, some of the 1980s and 81s and early 80s knives are, $100, $150, depending on what you're looking at. Like, I'd really like to find either a 47 or an 18 Stockman in an 81. But I mean, they're $150, $200 on eBay. That you cut straight down with many cuts are terrible with the utility knife. Are you talking about this one, Trevor? This is just an X-Acto brand utility knife with the blades, replaceable blades, unless you're talking about something else. Jerry Phillips, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's just an X-Acto knife that you can. It's got. Now these aren't like the little bitty blades. These are a beefier blade. But I mean, you can do some pretty crummy cuts with this too. It's just practice and use. A Y2K baby. That's another stand-up fella right there, old Jerry Phillips. Yeah, David, you ain't lying, brother. I've seen that firsthand, man. All right, John, have a good one, brother. Oh, I know, Jason. I'm sorry. Jason does have a big old fat head, though. I've seen pictures. If we're talking about Jerry. See you, John. Have a good night, brother. Say a prayer for all of us at church. All right, that's punched. I don't know if I want to get into sewing or not. I may take this in and sew it tonight. Let's do some sealing. We'll seal this up. Oh, let's do some Pro Resist. I want a good contrast on the antique. Back and dry. Oh yeah, dude, it's been gone. I sold it not long after I left Crescent. I got to hurting for some money and sold it. I'd really want to get another one, but it's just not in the cards right now, David. Hell, let's get started on sewing. Shoot, I ain't gonna sew itself. What did I say? White? We'll do white. I think white will be a good color. I don't think I've used this white yet. Oh, you're good, George. Shoot, we ain't doing nothing too crazy around here. Hell, real life is real life, man. I mean, you better believe if Alicia called me in there right now, I'd be like, all right, guys, gotta go by. What's up, Pat? Oh, Pat Daddy, OPD. Patrick, I never did get a chance to watch that video. I need to go back in and watch it. Ah. Ooh, sausage potato bake. I've done those, man, with kielbasa and little red potatoes. Boy, son, that does sound good. I think we're having leftovers from the other night. We had made a big old container of ravioli, cheese ravioli, and sauce. So I think that's probably what we're gonna have since it's just me and Alicia tonight. Holly's back at her mama's and Colin's at work. That's probably what we'll do. Easy peasy. Well, shoot, yeah. Oh, yeah, you need to watch more Patrick, that's for sure. Patrick's always got some idea cooking up. Oh, come on. Sometimes little pieces of leather will get caught in these channels where you're sewing. It's probably just me too, because I'm an amateur. Man, it's a pain in the butt to get it out. Oh man, homemade Italian from a noni, bro. Ain't nothing like it. I have had the privilege of having some nonis in my life, friends, grandparents, or girl I dated in high school. She was her mom's parents were from Italy? Not her mom. I think her mom's parents were from Italy. And man, you want to talk about some food, son. Lord. Oh, Patrick. Patrick does have that nice calming voice, doesn't he? It's a beautiful day in Cheesy Moon Workshop. Like everybody, the guys that have their signature intros, like, you know, Patrick's got that one. Big Jim's like, old Big Jim here. I love that. If he don't say it, I get mad. I'll call him. Jim, you didn't say it. Or I'll message him or something if I need to, if it ever happens. He always says it, I think. Old Big Jim. And sometimes I think he exaggerates it. I don't know if y'all have noticed or watched enough of Barlow Brigade. Sometimes he just kind of says it fast, and then sometimes he actually stops and slows down to say it, and it's like even deeper. I love it. It's hilarious. Oh, how's that? Did that work out pretty good, Patrick? That's what those are designed for, those big folding hunters and 110s, LB7s, LB6s, or LB7s, 6OT, 7OT, stuff like that. Big knives. Oh, yes. Baked spaghetti. That's basically what we're having, except for it's 4 cheese raviolis and not like spaghetti noodles or like risotto, not risotto, rotini or any of that. Do you know I don't have my own pancake sheath? The only 2 pancake sheaths I have, Dakota Marlowe made me. I do not have one of my own. I've only got 2 slips that I made. No, I got 3. I've got one of the red, white, and blue ones. But everything else is other people's. Bro. Speaking my language, George. Well, if I ever come visit, that's what I want for dinner. You go ahead and tell her that. Which I plan on it. Alicia's mom lives in Anderson. We keep saying we're going to go down there. We're just going to have to take some time and go down there, visit her. I come see you, Cornbread, Jerry, maybe, or we can meet up somewhere. Nate Green, he's in South Carolina. My buddy Chase is in South Carolina. We could have our own meet and greet. Not necessarily knife trading, but just to meet and fellowship. And what happened to my needle? There it is. All right, Patrick. Good luck, brother. Yeah, if it wasn't Jerry, if it wasn't almost 8 hour drive from my house, brother, I'd be there. I think Bubba's going. Chase is going to be there. You and George are going to be there. I think Randy's going. Randy's going. I've met Randy before. Me and Randy have met a couple of times, hung out. Spaghetti lasagna. Yeah, Jason, the only thing you got up there is old Chris Geary. You two fellas. Yeah, Randy, did Cornbread confirm he's coming, Jerry? He can be hard to get a hold of sometimes. I hope y'all don't take offense to that. I know, I think Randy and Bubba both told me that they called him or messaged him and he hadn't gotten back to him. I was like, he can be hard to get a hold of sometimes. He said today, okay, good. Oh, wrong thread. Well, you tell that old so-and-so I said hi. Look forward to being able to hang out with him again. I don't know. Don't know if it'll be Blade Show or Ellaville. One of those two, or both. If I'm able to make Blade Show. Blade Show might be a little iffy. Just depends on how the next couple of months go. Oh yeah, things do change fast with him, Jerry. You ain't lying. I think I've had it before, Jim. But I mean, people call things. Yeah, money talks. Like you got that right. Money does talk on that job, and if the money's calling, he's going. That's a fact. Damn, my badge is from work. Usually leave it in the car. Getting on my nerves. Oh yeah. I mean, if it's spaghetti based with a good sauce, it's good. It don't matter what it is. What's up, Jay Sharp? Man, sewing these is so monotonous. One of these days I'll have a sewing machine and I'll be done by now. Then I'll get that slip done, and I'll get Jason Beecher's pancake done, and then I'll punch all the holes for these pancakes all at one time. So I got to rig up my drill press as like an arbor press. Barbie and Bob. Who's Barbie and Bob? Jason, I can't remember. Oh, I think I would have to, unless it was somebody I ain't seen in a long time or something. I think I'd go for that $1,400 job too. See you, George. Have a good one. Jerry, see you in a little bit. Maybe. I might be gone. I've only got about 20 more minutes left. And I'll go start getting our dinner ready. Chambers and Rolf Roberts. Oh, okay. There's a lot of channels that I don't know. Like a lot of the modern knife channels, I don't know. The real heavy EDC channels, I'm not real familiar with. Kind of stick to my traditional knife stuff, and I don't know. Lots of leather videos. Lots of car stuff, lots of motorcycle stuff. Oh yeah, Jason's all over the place, man. Jason helps out everywhere. People get to talking about the moderns, and I'm like, it's like they're speaking Spanish to me. Just because I don't know all the different manufacturers and models and. See you, Trevor. Have a good one. He wants to meet Bushcraft Rebooted and me. Bushcraft Rebooted is good. I used to watch a lot of him back when I was heavy into the bushcraft stuff. So yeah, he would be a good one to watch or to meet. Jason would be a good one. I want to meet Jason. I'm gonna meet Jason one day. Even if I have to drive the whatever it is, like 14 hours or something. I don't know how long it is between me and you, Jason, but yeah, oh yeah, Jason for sure. Yeah, I thought he was up there too, Sean. Up in that area. It's been a while since I've watched any of his stuff. Kind of fell out of love with the bushcraft stuff when Joe Robinette kind of fell off the scene, but he's come back recently, so I've been trying to watch some of his stuff. I religiously watch Joe's videos. Him, My Self-Reliance, Scrambled O. Any of y'all remember Scrambled O? I think he's a New York guy. But he's been gone a while. I think he got married and got busy with life and gave up doing YouTube. I don't even think he's got a channel up anymore. He used to like if he was showing you something he really wanted you to look at it, he'd go, like if he did like feather stick, like a feather stick that was really good and he wanted to show it to you, like, look at the feather stick bowl, look at it, look at the feather stick bowl. Or it was always look at whatever it was he was wanting to show you. It was always hilarious. All them guys, man. But I followed Joe Robinette even before YouTube. I remember him from Bushcraft USA. Maybe we'll get this sewed up. I don't know. Also, I don't know why, but I have been extremely tired the last couple of weeks by the time I get home. I don't know what that's about. Sorry, I ain't got nothing else exciting for y'all tonight. Just sewing leather. This 4:30 time slot, 4:35 really ain't the best time because everybody's eating dinner and getting in from work. But for tonight, it's what I got. I don't think I'll do anything tomorrow night. I got the house to myself. I'll probably just sit on the couch and watch TV. Fellas, I'm tired. Tired. Probably Jason. Seems to be going around. And work changes to, I changed to 410s the 1st of June, so I will probably be doing a lot of Friday. Probably gonna start doing some long forms again. The lives aren't, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I almost wonder if it's my Patreon being attached to my channel. Maybe I'm getting throttled because of the Patreon. I don't know. Yeah, they're becoming old man ones, Jason. That's a fact. That is a fact, sir. Hell, they've been old man hormones since I was in my 30s. So I had a kind of a cool discovery today on my tote that I carried. I thought when I got this knife, it was at least a 90 or a 91. But it turned out it's a 1989. I'm taking a break. I'm whooped. My hands are hurting too. So we might as well do a pocket dump. This is the second, both sides of my pony, and it really helped with the long threads. Man, both sides of my pony. What does the magnet do, Charles? Like to hold the needle? Well, this one's already got magnets on it. Oh, but damn. Huh. So, this is the other JO slip. He sent me two. He didn't need to, but he sent me two of them in our swap. And so in this one, this is the smaller of the two. I've got this sweet little case penknife in curly maple. And this one, other than not having the box, I don't think it's ever been sharpened, never been carried, never been used. And this is a 1989. It's a 1-dot. It's got the case XX with the lightning bolt S, and it's got little easy open notches. Well, Charles, I'm gonna have to. I thought this was just bolts or something on the side of the pony. I'm a newbie. So I will definitely do that. So with that being carried, I also on my belt carried this 1990. This is a curly maple trapper. Both of them are in stainless steel, and I've got the copperhead that matches, and it's a 1990 to match the trapper. So for some reason, I thought maybe the penknife was a 90, but it doesn't matter. It's the same handle material, and a year off is a year off. That ain't no big deal. So that was a pretty cool finding. Other than let's try this hole. Oh damn. Other than it's a good friend of mine's birth year. Pretty cool. Sorry, Sean. Oh yeah, the TRT. Yeah, health insurance doesn't want to pay for some of that stuff sometimes. I don't know why. Probably to keep you sick so they can make more money off of you. But they're not making any money off of you because, God dang. I hate that, Sean. I'm sorry, brother. Well, Charles, thank you for the heads up on that, because I would have kept on going and not even thought about magnets on this stitching pony. I bought this one, but a friend of mine supposedly making me another one that's a little bigger. This is just one from Hobby Lobby that was like 20 bucks, I think. So shit, let's just go ahead and round this joker out. done and get in there and get dinner rolling. Since we're just reheating. Heat and eat tonight, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't cover anything anyways. You got that right. I don't know. One of my blood thinner that I take, Jason, if I didn't have my insurance, it'd be $1,000 a month, and it's 25. No, it's 40 for 3 months. If I get it in the 90-day, which I do. I need to put leather on the jaws too. Oh yeah. I really want to go in and antique that now so I know what it's going to look like. What's up, Paddleball? All right, Jason. Have a fan. Yeah, get after it, brother. You got more important things than sit here and babysit us. And it looks like we ain't got no BS going on, so I'm sure I could get somebody else to moderate if need be. You're here lurking. That's good, man. Oh, wait, James. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I figured you were, brother. Seems to be a quiet night. We hadn't had a whole lot of trolls recently, so that's good. You lurk away, sir. Had a really cool conversation. I say conversation. Me and David Burge, forget what his YouTube channel is, exchanged quite a few messages, kind of just getting to know each other kind of thing. I really like old David. Pretty nice fella. James, I'm sure you know who David Burge is and what his channel is. I know he writes for somebody, writes knife articles and stuff. He's part of that Rosecraft pass around group. I think that's about done. I think the last two that I've got, that I'm sending off Friday are the end of it, because the next one I get, I think, is the one that I keep. So, and it's just the traditional trapper. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I've got some ideas. May gift it to somebody. I may do a giveaway. I may do, who knows. Davo. You lurk around the house. I think that's another word, not lurk, but oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, maybe it is lurk. Hell, I don't know. James is the king lurker. He's like that. James is like the butler from Mr. Deeds. He just pops up, man. All right, back stitch is done. I guess when I punched the holes, it shifted the leather, because now it's all, I got a lip. Be lurking. Lurking or pouting, Charles? I'll be doing some of that pouting. I tell you, I like how that green turned out when I put the brown over it. I don't know if y'all can tell. That's gonna wear pretty good. That'll look really nice. Hell yeah. That's one more pancake done. Let's do a little antique real quick. I'll throw some antique on this. I still got to do another coat or two on Jason's pancake, but we're not going to do that tonight. Antiquing is kind of mindless. Doesn't take any concentration or anything. I'm gonna do brown, not the black. That's the brown, that's the brown. All right, man, that turned out pretty good. There it is, antiqued. Sure, I got all of it off of there. Let that dry, and then I'll seal that tomorrow, and then we can glue and fold and finish that joker up. Oh, what's up, Red Eye Patriot? Mike or Michael, right? I can't ever remember. Thank you, James. Like I said, that one's going to be, we're going to auction that off hopefully next Friday. Proceeds will go to Bill's rent channel. Yeah, I changed the basket weave up on the where I was doing the two different textures. I changed it up and did it with the cuts. It almost looks like a tree bark. So I really like that. I think that's gonna be. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Michael, that's right. I knew it was my name. I just didn't know if it was Mike or Michael. Oh, Lord have mercy. Fellas, I'm whooped. I think I'm going to call it a night. Y'all be good, be safe, and keep a lookout. What's tonight? Today's Wednesday. Probably won't do anything tomorrow because it's Deep South night where they do all their stuff. Your dad was Mike. My dad was Mike too. I actually changed my name, or not changed, but I started going by Mike in high school. And the only people that really call me Michael now is my mom and a few people that just, for whatever reason, called me Michael. George Adventure calls me Michael, which is fine. I go by either one. So, all right, guys. Well, we will see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good, be safe, and live's over. Peace.